is intact for this team.
As the injuries have piled up one after another, they've got to be thinking, what's next? But no excuses, no consolation prizes here. They got to find a way to win.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. We've got Steph Curry. He's out there with Wiggins. Kelly Oubre out there with Green. And it's Toscano in at the power forward. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Here's Paul. No good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Outside, Green. No good from outside. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the wing right side. Here's Paul. Toscano with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Paul against Curry. Fires at the elbow. The shot by Paul, no good.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
A three-pointer. Wiggins scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, still working on consistency from range, but improved shot mechanics for Andrew Wiggins.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. It's a 3-point game. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Toscano, defended by Paul. Here's Curry with the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, the ability to pull the trigger so quickly. Steph Curry doesn't even appear to set himself. If it's a clean catch, he's getting that shot off.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And how about a 44-inch vertical leap for Andrew Wiggins, and yet not interested in competing in the dunk contest.
Greg, he can really get up, but says he keeps it simple when he does. One hand or two, he's a game dunker more so than an exhibitionist.
It's stolen by Curry. Pushing it up. Outside, Green. Releases. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
I think unselfish is a word that applies beautifully to Draymond Green. So good at sharing the basketball.
Here's Bridges to stop the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
And Phoenix making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Eric Pascal, he's checked in for the Warriors. Lee comes in for Andrew Wiggins. They get it again. Here's Crowder. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, it's his motor that makes him such an effective offensive rebounder. Jay Crowder is going to play hard.
Here's Bridges. Ayton kicks to Bridges. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 4. 4-3, Oubre. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pascal. Phoenix making some changes. Sharch has checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Chris Paul. Then for the Warriors, Ken Bazemore comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Steph Curry.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Phoenix.
Well, there's a certain hunger to the way Draymond Green approaches an NBA game, and that in and of itself is a skill.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Back to Pascal. A three ball. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Moore. Here's Saric. And Pascal pulls it down. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. The drive by Green.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Saric. The Warriors making the shot. Good on the bucket.
Boy, what determination from Dario Saric. So good at being aggressive around the rim.
Out to Lee. Fires the three. Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Moore. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Crowder. It's deflected, and he gets it back. They recover it. Here's the break. Here's Wanamaker. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Johnson. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 13. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then it's Dario Saric. And it's Galloway in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset. I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And the Suns call time here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. Oubre with the steal. Curry with it. Chris Paul covering. Puts up a 3. And Kelly Oubre good for 3. Oubre's got 5 points so far.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard. What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Curry against Paul. To the middle. Here's Toscano. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, at this point, if you get the ball into Steph Curry's hands, good things will happen. He's toying with the defense out of the pick and roll.
You know, oftentimes we talk so much in terms of Steph's scoring ability, but I tell you what, he's one heck of a floor general as well.
Greg, he probably doesn't get enough credit for how he controls the pace, his ability to orchestrate the offense. He can create for himself, certainly, but don't sleep on his ability to create for his teammates. We most closely identify Stephen Curry with his three-point shooting, but the reality is this guy is a threat from any place on the floor. He is constant pressure on the defense.
Curry against Paul. Oubre, no one around him. Another three for Golden State.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Ayton finds Paul. Down low. Goes back up. And Ayton with the nice bucket inside. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Wiggins outside. To the inside. Outside for Curry. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit from the corner.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Oubre outside. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's Paul. Guarded closely. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Paul's got 4 this quarter. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Lee comes in for Kelly Oubre. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry kicks to Wiggins. And the Warriors miss again. Suns trail by 19. Here's Booker. Ayton trying to break free. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
The Suns have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Lee against Booker. Kaminsky, the pass to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, that's the bread, the butter, the main course. Booker's move in the catch and shoot money.
And here is Curry. 6 points for him. Out to Lee. Golden State moving the ball around. Wiggins from outside. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Warriors. They have a 19-point lead. Crowder kicks to Sharich. Trying to get open is Crowder. Sharich, that's good.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Now here's Curry. To the paint, Toscano. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Now here's Moore. And slam dunk by Sharich.
Wow, Dario Saric gets himself perfectly positioned, and that's an easy dunk.
Warriors leading by 17. Left side Curry. Out to Lee. Launches it. Phoenix grabs the miss. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson, a wide open look. Hands it from downtown.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Curry against Moore. On the wing, Lee. Outside for Curry. 6 to shoot. Toscano passes to Green. Curry. The wing jumper off target. And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What a night they've had in. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on. And now.
Still plays with a monster chip on him.
And a runaway. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Wiggins. He's out there with Steph Curry. Green is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Toscano in at the 4.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
It's Curry outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got the first bucket of the third here for the Warriors. Here's Paul. From the stripe. Here's Kaminsky. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And Green gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix, trailing by 19.
And one thing that's great about Draymond, you can run the offense through him. Last year, he averaged just as many assists as rebounds.
Right, Greg, and obviously he has to be surrounded by great shooters because that vision is there, and he can throw every type of pass. He's extremely unselfish, but guys have to deliver on the catch. Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Timeout called the Warriors. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Wanamaker. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Booker looking around. Paul for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green passes to Wanamaker. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Now Paul. He has 6. Here's Kaminsky. Ayton trying to break free. All up top. Goes up again. And he hits the jump shot. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
Well, pre-shot preparation is there. Chris Paul anticipating his teammates going to deliver it, and then he delivers on the make.
And stolen by Ayton. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Inside, here's Kaminsky. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Kaminsky's got his second basket.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
From outside the arc, Pascal's shot is off. Suns trail by 19. It's blocked, but he recovers it. He gets it in there. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Poole. Sinks the triple. Poole's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Yeah, and his shot selection, iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
Both teams will make substitutions. Charged with it. He has 6. Outer dishes to Galloway. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And slam dunk by Charge.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Pascal kicks to Oubre. Back to Pascal. Out to Lee. Pass to Bazemore. Another 3 for Golden State.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
There's the pass to Moore. To the paint. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1 more coming up.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game. And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
From deep. Bazemore misses.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Green passes to Bazemore. Back to Green. And a wide open look for Lee. And the Warriors miss again. Here's Crowder. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action after this word.
Putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Booker and Johnson fill out the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Sharp. And it's Paul in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Curry with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And the shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 14.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition from Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions. Because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
Paul passes to Booker. For the three. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Curry passes to Toscano. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Shoots from 12. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Devin Booker.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. And the lead is down inside single digits. Booker's got 6 here in this quarter.
A case in point of running the floor well in transition. Yet another way Booker can beat you.
Curry kicks to Pascal. And here is Lee. 6 on the shot clock. And Lee with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Booker. Yep, it counts.
How about the ability to adjust and finish in different situations? Devin Booker, elite as a scorer.
Curry against Paul. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Out left to the wing. For 3. Some solid D from Paul. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 9-point game. And it's blocked. Wiggins drives in. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Saric.
Well, Wiggins, young in his career, but he's already giving lots of defenders headaches night after night.
Phoenix making some changes. Andre is checked in for Saric, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Johnson. Golden State also making some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Eric Pascal. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Lee. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And he comes up with the deuce.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Suns trail by 12. Booker outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Crowder.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And Curry, here we go. They kick it out to Green. Oubre for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Now here's Green. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Ayton.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Eric Paschal, he's checked in for the Warriors. Suns trail by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steph Curry.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Feeds it to Green. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Out to the wing. Bridges, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Paul. And the shot goes in.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Here's Green. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Ayton. And the wide open shot from Paul. Again, Phoenix.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're in front by 12. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
If they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Paschal against Saric. And the basket by Paschal.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.